What's up? Today we're talking about graphs. This is the first pre-calc video. So yeah, I'm sure most of you are familiar with graphing. X and Y, axis, and all that stuff. But, if you don't know what that is, that's fine. That's what this video is for, right? Anyways, this is pre-calculus, which means basically in pre-calc you basically learn everything you need for calculus. Do you need pre-calc to get into calculus? No, you can just skip it. You won't do as good, but you can just skip it. I mean, that's kind of like what I did, but I knew a little bit about it beforehand. Anyways, let's get into this. So, when we're graphing, we have, you probably know about this pen. I don't know what happened. Having technical difficulties. My pen ran out of ink. Anyways, so hopefully you're familiar with this shape right here. Now, this is, we call this a plane. This is a plane for our points. Planes are basically like the floor where points walk. Maybe that's not a good analogy. Maybe I don't know. Basically, a plane is basically the space where we plot points, and the horizontal line, this line, is called the x-axis, and this that goes up and down is called the y-axis. Now, this is this form of graphing. There's actually different ways of graphing. There's different kinds of like graphing. This type of graphing is called rectangular or Cartesian coordinates. So those two are the same thing. And there's other kinds like polar coordinates, parametric coordinates, and all that type of stuff. But right now we're doing the basic stuff that you'll learn in like algebra and pre-calc, right? For now. So, and the way we label points is as x, y. The x goes before the y. And when I tell you to plot a point, I first tell you if I'm going left or right. And this little where they touch in the middle right here, it's called the origin, and it's just zero, right? It's just zero. It's the origin. And if I told you to move 3 units to the right, you'd go 1, 2, 3, right? Three, right? You can also do 1/2, 2 1/2, right? Any number you can put on these lines, basically. Same for up. So if I told you to go 3, 4 up, this would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically, you first are going to move left or right, and we're going to look at this number first. So we're moving right, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Stop here. Then we're going to go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up right here. This is our point, and this point's name is this. This is the name of the point. Now, if I told you go -3, 2, you'd go this way, right? Because over here are the negative numbers. -1, -2, -3. And you're going to go up 2. So it'll be somewhere like right here. This point is 3. So that's the name of that point. And that's basically how you plot points. We just look at what's here. This tells us our x value, and this tells us our y value. Now, each one of these like squares, like we can call this one section of the square, right? We can see 1, 2, 3, 4, right? The first section, we call them quadrants. So this is quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and this is quadrant 4. This is how they're labeled on the usually in textbooks. And in quadrant 1, we're always going to have a positive number for our x value and our positive number for our y value, right? Because it just makes sense when you look at it, right? Everything that's in this quadrant is going to be positive, right? Over here, I had a negative x value, so we went over here. And we have a positive y value, right? 2. So it's going to stay up. So everything above this line, this horizontal line, will have a positive y value, and everything below it will have a negative y value. Everything to this side of the vertical line here will have a negative x value, and everything to the right will have a positive x value. So the quadrant 1 will have a positive. This side will have a negative positive. Over here we only have negatives. And over here we have a positive and a negative. My next video I'll talk about functions and graphing lines on this type of system. But that's about it for graphs for now.